I saw young Americans killed by the very weapons I created to defend them and protect them. And I saw that I had become part of a system that is comfortable with zero accountability.
For as long as I can remember, I just wanted to do what was right. I guess I'm not quite sure what that is anymore. And I thought I could throw myself back in and follow orders, serve. It's just not the same.
Even when I had nothing, I had Bucky.
Who the hell is Bucky?
There was an idea called the Avengers Initiative. The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people, see if they could become something more. See if they could work together when we needed them to fight the battles that we never could.
Nothing's been the same since New York.
A hostile alien army came charging through a hole in space. We're standing 300 feet below it.
You experience things. Then they're over and you still can't explain them. Gods, aliens, other dimensions. I'm just a man in a can.
After New York, I convinced the World Security Council we needed a quantum surge in threat analysis. For once, we're way ahead of the curve.
By holding a gun to everyone on Earth and calling it protection.
But this isn't freedom. This is fear. S.H.I.E.L.D. takes the world as it is, not as we'd like it to be. The world's filling up with people that can't be matched. They can't be controlled. It's getting damn near past time for you to get with that program, Cap.
Society's at a tipping point between order and chaos. If you don't do your part, I can't do mine. And Hydra can't give the world the freedom it deserves.
There's a man on the bridge. Who was he? But I knew him.
I don't know why we're here. In the last 6 months, Anthony Stark has created a sword with untold possibilities. Yet he insists it's a shield. He asks us to trust him as we cower behind it. You know, we live in a world of grave threats, threats that Mr. Stark will not always be able to foresee.
I see a suit of armor around the world.
Sounds like a cold world, Tony.
I've seen colder. It wasn't tricked. I was shown. It wasn't a nightmare. It was my legacy. The end of the path I started us on.
You rise, only to fall, pretending you could live without a war. You, Avengers, you are my meteor, my swift and terrible sword, and the earth will crack with the weight of your failure.
I saw my mother crushed to death under a building that you people destroyed. I was trying to pull my mother out from the rubble, watching her bleed to death, while all around me, you people were raining down hell.
I'm here tonight to address growing concerns among our citizens of the threats we face that are not of this world. Every day, new dangers present themselves, filling our peaceful streets with chaos. I don't need to remind people of the catastrophes in New York, London, and most recently, Sokovia. Tragedies that seem to be growing in number and scale. And the organization we had in place to protect us, S.H.I.E.L.D., brought airships raining down in our nation's capital.
Captain, people are afraid.
While a great many people see you as a hero, there are some who prefer the word vigilante. You've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
That's why I'm here. We need to be put in check. Whatever form that takes, I'm game. If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than bad guys.
That's not the way I see it. I'm sorry, Tony. If I see a situation pointed south, I can't ignore it. Sometimes I wish I could.
Your name is James Buchanan Barnes.
I'm not gonna fight you. You're my friend. You're a wanted man.
I don't do that anymore.
Well, the people who think you did are coming right now. They're not planning on taking you alive.
I know how much Bucky means to you. Stay out of this one. Please, you'll only make this worse.
You saying you arrest me?
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
I know we're not perfect, but the safest hands are still our own.
Banner and I were doing research.
That would affect the team.
That would end the team. Isn't that the mission? Isn't that the why we fight? So we can end the fight? So we get to go home?
This doesn't have to end in a fight, Tony. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice.
You just started a war.
The price of freedom is high. It's a price I'm willing to pay.
The whole world was wrong about you.
You ready to follow Captain America into the jaws of death?
Fellow guy from Brooklyn that was too dumb not to run away from a fight. Following him.
Sit down. Final warning.
I could do this all day.
Every time someone tries to win a war before it starts, innocent people die. Every time. You start with something pure. Something exciting. Then come the mistakes. The compromises.
Whoever he used to be, the guy he is now, I don't think he's the kind you save.
But he's my friend.
You chose the wrong side.
I'm with you to the end of the